Hi, everybody, and welcome inside Schroeder Park and the campus of University of Houston, and welcome to VypeFortBend.com coverage of the regional finals in Class 6A. It's your Ridgepoint Panthers taking on the Strake Jesuit Crusaders. I'm Roger Smith. Glad to have you with us, and we're going to bypass the batter up show this evening and just give you the starting lineups and let you know what's coming up on a beautiful night for baseball. In fact, we've got not only a beautiful night, we got sunshine, we've got the same umpiring crew that we had during the Ridgepoint series against Pearland, and they did very well. So the beauty of it is, I'll bet when any one of these games is over, we're not going to be talking about the umpires. Our coverage of VypeFortBend.com in the playoffs with Ridgepoint and the Strake Jesuit Crusaders is brought to you by Xfinity, the future of awesome. By First Tyrant Automotive with 4 great locations in Fort Bend County. All of them open Monday through Saturday and ready to serve you. Also ready to serve you is Archer Volkswagen, open since 1956. You will feel like family at Archer Volkswagen. Go by and thank them for their great support all year long of Fort Bend ISD sports and Fort Bend County sports. And we're also brought to you by the Needville Insurance Agency. They can save you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars each year on your car and your home insurance. And all you have to do is call Bradley Stavanaugh at 979-793-7411 or go to needvilleinsurance.com. Or, you can just you can go see him, or when you call him, tell him to come see you. He will save you money, I promise you that. We'll be back with the starting lineups and talk about what we can possibly expect in this regional final series. It should be great, and I think you could look at reasons why both teams should be favored. But we'll be back to talk about that right after this on VypeFortBend.com.
Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit an Xfinity store today. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and autopay. New fast internet 300 megabits per second customers only. Xfinity Mobile requires post-pay Xfinity internet. After 24 months, regular rates apply to all services and devices.
First Tyrant Automotive has been putting your health and your car safety first for over 20 years. First Tyrant Automotive stands for family, integrity, reliability, service, and trust. That's why Fort Bend families know. Take your vehicle to First Tyrant Automotive first and forever. Check out the website for service and savings at FirstTyrantAuto.com. Make your appointment today. With 4 great locations, Eldridge, First Colony, Greatwood, and now in Cinco Ranch, there is one around the corner from you. All 4 stores now open on Saturday. FirstTyrantAuto.com.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
All right, they're introducing the starting lineups on the surface of Schroeder Park here at the University of Houston, and we will try to do the same very quickly. Strake Jesuit leads off with Clay Richardson playing shortstop. Strake, by the way, is the visiting team and will bat first. Trey Duffield is in center field and bats second. Shane Pellegrino at third base bats third for Strake. Cade Barron, the first baseman, bats cleanup. In the 5 spot, it's second baseman Chris Novak. Jack Magnus is at designated hitter. He's batting in place of catcher Matt Evans. Garrett Stratton pitching and hitting in the 7th spot for Strake. Harrison Aquero, the right fielder, batting in the 8th spot and batting 9th. It's Nick Sulo in left field. We will step aside and be back with the Ridgepoint lineups and get this game underway for you. Game 1.
And supply chain. Our staff can assist you with outsourcing, or we can supply you with resources to join your staff. Visit hornsolutions.net for details.
Gary Horn is a highly successful businessman who has made a huge impact in people's lives, and he loves what he does for a living. That's a big reason why Gary Horn and Horn Solutions support Get a Great Gig. Get a Great Gig is a free job search consultation service that will help you find a job you love, whether it's to make more money or get personal fulfillment in the career of your choice. Email them at getagreatgig@gmail.com or on Twitter at getgreatgigs.
All right, lusty cheers coming out of the Ridge Point student section. We've got bright sunlight all over the field except the third base line here at University of Houston, and Ridge Point is taking the field, and right-hander Kellen Gradisar gets the start. He is 4-0, gotten a win for Ridge Point in every start, every appearance that he has made during this postseason. Here's the Ridge Point starting lineup. Justin Vossas batting first and playing shortstop. They moved him to the top spot of the lineup in Game 3 against Pearland, and it worked like a charm. Parker Martin bats second and plays third base. Carter Groen is in left field and bats third. Travis Vlasic, the first baseman, batting in the cleanup spot. J.J. Kennett, the catcher, bats fifth. Batting sixth, it's Owen Ferris in right field. Batting seventh, it's Will Baker. He's the designated hitter batting in place of Kellen Gradisar. Zion Stevens is the second baseman, and he bats eighth, and Mason Dossett is in center field for your Ridge Point Panthers. Ridge Point, the champions of District 26A. They only lost one district game, and they've only lost 2 games during the playoffs. They lost the very first one against Seven Lakes, but came back to win a pair of games the next day on a Saturday at home. So they took that series 2 out of 3. And then they swept Westside. After they swept Westside, they also swept Katy Tompkins. And then last week, they needed 3 games to beat Pearland. Ridge Point won the first one and the third one. All of the games of that series were right here at the University of Houston. And I think they're feeling good about being here, especially being in the first base dugout. That's where the home team is. And here we are ready to go, as stepping into the batter's box is Clay Richardson, the shortstop for Strake Jesuit. First pitch by Gradisar is in there for a curveball strike over the inside half of the plate. Richardson batting .440 on the season. Swings at the second pitch down and in, right over his toenails, comes up empty, and it's 0-2. 33 hits on the season and 75 at-bats and 20 RBIs. Pretty good for a leadoff hitter. Swings and misses. Gradisar looking good against his first hitter as he records a swinging strikeout. So how about a game time temperature? 90 degrees here in, I guess, just south of downtown Houston. And it's Trey Duffield. Swings, and it's a slow tapper to the left of the mound, picked up by Gradisar. Throws late, but in time to get him. Travis Vlasic made a nice low pickup, and I have to tell you that I think it was in Gradisar's mind, do not throw it too high, because with this late afternoon sun, I mean, it is really, really bright for the first baseman, the second baseman, and the right fielder, and it's going to be that way for about 30 minutes. It is tough to deal with that. But score it 1-3. Gradisar makes the put out, and now it is Shane Pellegrino, the third baseman. Righty versus righter. Righty versus righty. Well, you know, Shane might be a righter. I don't know. Looking for some numbers on Pellegrino, and right now I don't see him. Second pitch is a curveball that just misses the outside corner. All right, here comes the pitch, the 1-1, and it's high in the air, foul ground on the right. Vlasic giving a long run, so is Stevens, and it's out of their reach. About 15 feet out of play, and it goes up that grassy berm where there's one brave young soul out there. Looks like he's about 3 years old, picking up the ball, and he throws it to Mr. Grine, rather. Don't worry, the sirens are not the result of anything that is happening on the baseball field. Pellegrino steps back in there with a count of 1-2. Righty versus righty. Here's the pitch. And it's a line drive to Vlasic, and he spears it before he goes to all fours. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Kellen Gradisar of Ridge Point. We'll be back with the Ridge Point Panthers coming to bat. You're listening to VypeFortBend.com.
Coming in at 5'3", it's number one mom. She switched to Xfinity and got the all-new 3-for-1 bundle. Unlimited internet, streaming, all for what you could pay wireless companies for just one 5G unlimited line. Boom! Shakalaka! That's why they call her the master of... And now, also with Xfinity Internet, you can get unlimited data, Wi-Fi equipment, and a free Flex 4K streaming box included with a 2-year rate guarantee and no term contract. All for just $30 per month when you add an Xfinity mobile plan at regular rates. Go to Xfinity.com/3-for-1, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit an Xfinity store today. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and autopay. New fast internet 300 megabits per second customers only. Xfinity Mobile requires post-pay Xfinity Internet. After 24 months, regular rates apply to all services and devices.
You are the master of the multitask, the champion of making it happen. Taking care of business is not for the faint of heart. Still, you take care of it. Taking care of business. But who takes care of you? Office Depot Office Max. We supply you, copy you, and tune you up. Members get 2% back in rewards on everything, and we mean everything. We take care of you, so you can take care of business. Office Depot Office Max. Taking care of business.
We want to thank the folks at Office Depot, Southwest Freeway at Williams Trace in Sugar Land for taking care of business every day. So we've been able to bring you Fort Bend County sports every week. By the way, I was really lucky to get here. There's a reason we didn't have a batter up show, and that was because, well, I woke up in El Paso, and the flight that I was going to take to get here early and on time and everything, well, it was canceled, and then it was just a big, costly headache making sure I was able to get here. All right, so that's why I'm not going to have so many numerical facts about your Ridgepoint Panthers tonight. Here's the first pitch to Justin Vasas, the senior shortstop. He's been a varsity starter for 4 years. And he's facing Garrett Stratton, right-hander versus right-hander. Here's the 1-0 pitch, swung on and fouled over to the right and lands among the Ridgepoint fans on the first base side. Stratton allowing his opponents to hit .243 against him, and he throws one behind the head of Justin Vasas. Nothing intended, I'm quite sure. However, you know, it does elicit some catcalls from the Ridgepoint student section. Next pitch from Stratton, and Vasas lifts this one way high in the air, foul and behind us. Count 2-2. Stratton taking his time. I'm surprised Vasas didn't call time. He swings and misses, tied him up inside. And, you know, Gradisar was impressive in the top of the first. And, well, you know, for Stratton, if you strike out Justin Vasas, you have done something. One away, and now it is Parker Martin. Lefty hitter facing the right-hander Garrett Stratton. Here comes the first pitch, and he goes the other way with it, but foul out of play. I want to thank our quality advisor and producer extraordinaire, Rosie Vega. She's letting me know about some things with the signal. It's not always working exactly as it should. We'll try to fix that. Line drive to left field, sinking but caught by Nick Sulo. He read it very well. So that's a line out to the left fielder, and we've seen 5 batters, and we haven't seen anybody reach base yet. Now it is Carter Groen. In Game 3, the clincher against Pearland, he had a critical double, and it drove home an important run. It would have driven home more, except it was one of those where it went up in the air and the left fielder leaped and the base runners had to hold until they were sure it was going to drop in. First pitch to Carter is outside. 92 miles an hour on that pitch from Stratton. Another righty versus righty matchup. He rocks and brings the 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1. They're going to be throwing some smoke tonight, folks. Here's the 1-1. And he slices that one foul into the, the hoity-toity high donor Big Shot alumni parking lot outside the Fertitta Center here at the U of H. Growing in the back of the batter's box. 1-2 on the way, and he slices that one foul. And he almost hit the Ridge Point bus. He almost hit some fans that are walking up. You know, there is some bad traffic out there. Not that it would affect people coming to this game, but if you're going northbound on 59, north of downtown, it's just awful. Groen takes high and away, and it's 2-2. Good idea to make Stratton throw as many pitches as you possibly can make him throw, but I can't imagine him running out of gas anytime soon. This guy is a 5-star pitching talent. Now he shook off a sign from his catcher, Evans. Stepped off. Now he's back up there. Ready to bring the 2-2. Pitch on the way. Down and in, and the count is full. Groen ready. He can't assume it's going to be a strike, but anything close, I think he needs to take a hack. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. 3 up and 3 down for Stratton. So 6 batters have appeared in this ball game, and nobody has reached base yet. The 2 pitchers have been masterful. We'll be back on VypeFortBend.com. No score between Strake Jesuit and your Ridge Point Panthers.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stavanaugh with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
Hello, I'm Gary Horn with Horn Solutions. We agree with energy analysts that the energy market has stabilized. We anticipate significant merger and acquisition activity. Good resources are scarce. Horn Solutions is positioned to assist you in accounting, finance, IT, and supply chain. Our staff can assist you with outsourcing, or we can supply you with resources to join your staff. Visit hornsolutions.net for details.
Gary Horn is a highly successful businessman who has made a huge impact in people's lives, and he loves what he does for a living. That's a big reason why Gary Horn and Horn Solutions support Get a Great Gig. Get a Great Gig is a free job search consultation service that will help you find a job you love, whether it's to make more money or get personal fulfillment in the career of your choice. Email them at getagreatgig@gmail.com or on Twitter at getgreatgigs.
Cade Barron leads off the top of the second for Strake. 2 pitches, and the first one was a called strike. And then he took one high for a ball from Kellen Gradisar of Ridge Point. The shadows creeping across the third base line have reached the middle of the pitching mound. Gradisar brings it. Just missed the outside corner. It's 2-1 on Cade Barron, to be followed by Chris Novak and Jack Magnus. And when the ball comes out of Kellen's hand, it's in bright sunlight, but then it's in the shade. Now a hard smash, but a one-hopper at Parker Martin. Throws to first, but it's short. Vlasic can't dig it out. And unfortunately for Ridgepoint, Cade Barron ends up at second base. That was so sharply hit that Parker Martin did have time to make an accurate throw. He didn't rush the throw, but Travis Vlasic is usually good at digging those out. He's kind of like Yuli Gurriel over at first base for the Astros. He can kind of make up for some throws that come up a little short. But opportunity knocking for Strake Jesuit. And if you're the Ridgepoint Panthers, you just want to completely avoid falling behind in this game. Now it's Chris Novak, right-handed hitting second baseman, crowds the plate, slightly open stance from the right-handed box. Gradisar comes set right in front of his chin, now brings it, strike on the inside corner. 76 miles an hour on a slurve. Gradisar adjusting his cap. He's got to shade his eyes at least for a few more minutes. Cade Barron is at second base. He reached on an error and took second on the wild throw. Novak ready. Here's the 0-1. And that is a line drive towards center field. Coming in, Mason Dossett makes the catch. Beautiful job by Dossett, standing on the scarlet UH symbol in short center field. There's one out, and Barron has to stay right where he is. Now it is Jack Magnus who's hitting .367 on the season. But he's only played in 13 games, and that first pitch is outside for ball one. Gradisar in his start against Pearland in game one, which he won. He got in trouble in the first two innings, but he only gave up a single run in the first and left the bases loaded without Pearland scoring in the second. After that, his teammates caught up for him, took the lead, and he got the win. Fouled out a play on the right, and as you probably heard, it smashed off the metal roof on the right side. This roof is nice if you have a midday game, which we haven't had any of those here. Good to keep the rain off. Gradisar looks back at second, does not make a throw as no one was covering. But it's also helpful for these twilight games. The sun factor is taken out of it pretty early. Pitch to Magnus, slider, missed downstairs. Very tantalizing and a great take by Magnus. Magnus has 3 doubles on the season. Those are his only extra base hits. But again, he's only played in 13 games. There's a chopper toward Parker Martin at third, takes it on 2 hops, looks the runner back, throws to first in time. 2 outs, and Barron is still at second base. Somebody's phone is ringing. It's not mine. I'm so glad. All right, so Gradisar, like I said in that first game against Pearland, wriggled off the hook a couple of times early. And he does have a runner that was in scoring position with nobody out. And now he will pitch to Garrett Stratton. Righty versus righter. Gradisar looks back at Barron. Curveball misses the inside corner. Actually, I think it was over, but just low. Kevin Ellis is our home plate umpire tonight. Gradisar comes set, now brings it way outside. And Stratton holds up a hand to make sure Barron knows he shouldn't go. Here at the U of H, scarlet base cutouts and black field turf on the pitcher's mound. Every square inch of this place, other than home plate and the pitcher's rubber, is field turf. Outside corner strike. You know what? This is actually Harrison Aquero. Evidently, Stratton does not bat. Okay. Well, looking at the card, it looked like they were having Stratton bat. Aquero sends one into foul ground on the right side, and it twists out a play. And the count is 2-2. Okay, that's Harrison Aquero. He's hitting 333 on the year. Two and two, top of the second. That pitch is outside and the count goes full. Aguero has appeared in 25 games this year. Pitch on the way, outside, and he walks. So 2 men on, and now it's going to be Nick Sulo, the left fielder. First walk given up by Kellen Gradisar. He'll work carefully to Nick Sulo. Righty versus righty. Swing and a miss at the changeup. Only 68 miles an hour on that one. Sulo batting .210. 13 hits on the season. Gradisar looks back at second. Barron taking a big lead. Now a turnaround and a slow throw to Vasas, and it actually hits Vasas. What's happening? All right. The second base umpire made some kind of signal. I think perhaps the ball might have hit Barron. It was a very soft pickoff throw, and it was done that way because Gradisar saw that Vasas wasn't on the bag. Anyway, 0-1 on Sulo. Here it comes. Swings and fouls it straight back. Strake Jesuit, the visiting team, wearing the road gray pants. Solid gray, no piping. Forest green jersey tops with white letters and numerals. Actually, the letters are forest green. And Gradisar looks back at second. And on the Strake Jesuit side, they are calling for a balk. But you got 4 umpires tonight, so if it is one, I have a feeling they will call it. Here comes the pitch. A little bit upstairs, and it's 1-2. A good take by Sulo. Sulo has 2 doubles on the season. Those are his only extra base hits. Curveball, called strike 3. So it wasn't a clean inning for Gradisar, but he got it out of that thing without giving up any runs. And you know, I'm going to blame it on jet lag. Somehow my tongue is not working exactly like it should. But I can tell you there were no runs on no hits, one error, and 2 men left on base. We'll proceed to the bottom of the second. No score in Game 1 between Strake Jesuit and Ridge Point. This is VypeFortBend.com.
First Tire and Automotive, serving Fort Bend County drivers for over 20 years, salutes and congratulates the graduating class of 2022. Wherever the road takes you, you can be sure that you'll need professional auto care along the way. First Tire and Automotive's 4 locations throughout Fort Bend County are the perfect pit stops for all of your auto repair and maintenance needs. Check out the website firsttireandauto.com for great savings. The First Tire and Automotive technicians can fix all problems on any make or model. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
You know, you heard that commercial spot from First Tire and Auto, and I just want to say how much we appreciate the support by Nancy and Craig Pope. Now, I do want to apologize to them because I played the wrong commercial. That was the one for May. They have some great June specials, and you'll hear about them tomorrow night during our Game 2 broadcast. Travis Vlasic leads off and first pitch swinging in the air and flying over the tree that's behind the roof on the first base side. 0-1 to Travis Vlasic, who got 5 RBIs in just game one against Pearland. He's been very, very productive. Nobody on base for him in this case. Stratton brings it, and that is high in the air to right field. The sun might give some problems to Aquero. He's looking up near the foul line, and he makes the catch. He stayed with it very nicely. It's not easy to do, nor will it be easy to do for a good 45 minutes if you're in right field. Now it's J.J. Kennett, the catcher for Ridgepoint. J.J., a great team leader. Always effervescent. Yeah, not effervescent, effervescent. First pitch to him is outside, and a nice backhand by the catcher, Evans. Stratton, with his shoulders and head in sunlight and everything else in shade, delivers one over the plate but low. 2-0 on J.J. Kennett. J.J. wears the purple tube socks and purple Adidas spikes, and he asks for time. And it's given to him by home plate umpire Kevin Ellis. Pitch on the way. Strike on the inside corner. 1-2 from Stratton. All right, here comes the 2-1 pitch, and it's outside. JJ wouldn't mind taking a walk. When Stratton is pitching any day, and especially when he's got his good stuff, you will take base runners any way you can get them. Here's the 3-1. Strike on the outside corner, and JJ took one step toward first base, but not a very long step, and he didn't want to show up the home plate umpire, and you certainly don't want to do that when you're the catcher. Here's the 3-2, and it bounces in. JJ draws a walk, and he hustles to first base, but the catcher, Evans, tracks it down, so there will be no extra base taken. Here's the defensive alignment for Strake Jesuit. Stratton on the mound, Evans catching, Barron at first, Novak at second, Richardson is the shortstop, Pellegrino at third base, Sulo in left field, Duffield in center, and Aquero in right field. There is a courtesy runner at first base, and I believe it's Jake Stratton. I hope it is, because it's great when you have Garrett Stratton on the mound and Jake Stratton leading off of first base. Ferris ready, first pitch in there for a strike, but alas, it is not Jake Stratton running in place of J.J. Kennett. It is Blaine Ryan. Nothing in one on Ferris, whose right foot is in the back of the right-handed batter's box. Pitch on the way. There goes Ryan. Swing, and it's high in the air. It's going to go out of play on the right. Sending children scattering all over the San Augustine grass on top of that berm on the right side. VypeFortBend.com will broadcast every single game of this series. If you are listening to this game in your car while you travel north on Highway 59, north of downtown, if it's still backed up, I feel your pain. Here's the 0-2. Ferris started to pull the trigger, but looked at it outside. Ball one. The U of H field is 330 feet down each of the lines, 375 feet to the power alleys, and 390 feet to straightaway center. There's a big batter's eye, but the fence is only 8 feet tall all the way around from foul pole to foul pole. Here's the 1-2. There goes Ryan. The pitch is a call, strike three, but Ryan steals second. So if they had Owen Ferris sacrifice, well, the result would have been the same. 2 away after the third strikeout of the game for Stratton, and now it is Will Baker. Left-handed hitter who started his varsity career in a do-or-die playoff game, Game 2, when Ridge Point was home in the bi-district round against Seven Lakes. Stratton looks back at second, now brings it. That looked pretty good. Sometimes Mr. Ellis, the home plate umpire, will he'll make his gesture straight in front, and when he does, it's not obvious whether it was a ball or a strike, but I guess that one was called a ball. Baker waiting patiently, and it's a slow roller toward short. He's got good speed. The throw is in time by half a step. So for Ridge Point, no runs on no hits, no errors, and one man left on base. We'll proceed to the third inning. No score between the Crusaders and the Panthers on VypeFortBend.com.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stavanaugh with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Texas. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Don't miss the UIL Baseball State Championship starting Wednesday, June 8th at UFCU Dish Falk Field in Austin and Dell Diamond in Round Rock. Ticket information and more can be found at uiltexas.org. Last year, Strake made it to the state Final Four and lost, I believe, to Keller in the semifinals. And they are burning to get back there, but of course Ridge Point is as well. In 2019 and were blown out by South Lake Carroll. Both of these teams really want to get back to Round Rock. First pitch bounces in, and it is ball one as Matt Evans, the catcher, hits for the Crusaders. Gradisar rocks and brings it, and he didn't mean to swing, but he fisted it foul over to the right. Evans, a .250 hitter on the season. He's got 9 hits, but none of them of the extra base variety. Gradisar brings the 1-1. Slow curve, catches the outside corner, and it's 1-2. The Shadows are just about covering the infield at this point, but first baseman, second baseman, and right field are still looking into a bright sun. And that's a line drive. It slices into foul ground on the right. Bounces off the fence on the side and rolls almost all the way to the fence. And Devin McComas comes out of the Ridge Point dugout to retrieve that foul ball. Tell you what, the graduation parties were so much better after they defeated Pearland on Saturday night. Pearland gave them fits. And that is upstairs. And the count goes to 2-2 on Matt Evans. Strake Jesuit, one of those parochial schools that plays in the University Interscholastic League. Strake has 1 hit, Ridge Point has none, and no one has scored. And now back to the top of the order, Clay Richardson, who struck out swinging. Richardson has 4 doubles and 2 triples on the year.
Let's go, Clay!
There's a bit of a delay. I'm not really sure what it's all about. 1-1 the count on Clay Richardson. I can understand why Travis and some ball players, even the major leaguers, say that they prefer not to wear shades. Swing and a miss at a changeup, 70 miles an hour. Tied him up inside, and the count is 1-2. Jeff Blum said on an Astros broadcast on AT&T Sportsnet that he didn't like wearing the shades in the field. Slowly hit foul on the ground outside of third base. Blummer said that when you wear those shades, if it's a bright sunlight, for him at least, you're half a click off. And if you have a line drive coming at you, if you play third base like Blum did and Vlasic playing at first base, it's tough. There's another ground ball foul on the left, and it bounces off the front of the Strake Jesuit. Maybe Richardson was safe. It was rolling in no man's land between Zion Stevens and Vlasic. Vlasic came over to get it. He made the throw to Gradisar covering. And honestly, at this time of year, if Ridge Point is the last Fort Bend County team standing, I'll concede that I look through purple glasses, but I do believe that Richardson got his foot on the bag before Gradisar stepped on it with the throw from Vlasic. So, by the way, while they argue, and Coach Garcia Ramo is out of the dugout to talk to the first base umpire, and that's Mr. Grind, to try and get a change, but there will be no change made. So instead of a runner at first with one out, the bases are empty and there are two outs, and I really do believe that Strake Jesuit has a beef. But you can score it officially 3-1 for the second out. And they're still pretty hot about it on the Strake Jesuit side. First pitch is a strike to Trey Duffield. He grounded back to Gradisar, his first time. And they are rebuking the umpires in the name of the Lord on the Strake Jesuit side. Here's the 0-1. Duffield hits one hard on the ground, deep short, and into left field for a base hit. Vasas, the shortstop, went to his knees to try and make the play, but even if he had come up with that baseball, there's no way that Duffield would not have reached. So that's an infield hit. It's the second hit of the game for Strake, and the Crusaders fans would say should have been our third hit because of the call at first base on Richardson. And now it is Shane Pellegrino. Coach Garcia Ramo and his staff do a great job keeping up with the stats on Max Preps, but there is nothing on Pellegrino. So I guess that maybe he's been nursing an injury and just now got into action. There was a throw over to try and get Duffield. He slid back in. There's a high fly ball to center field. Dossett is tracking. It won't carry. He's got it. And that will do it for Strake Jesuit. In the top of inning number 3, no score, zeros on the board between Ridge Point and the Strake Jesuit Crusaders. This is game 1 of the Region 3 final series. The winner goes to Round Rock, and we'll be back.
Coming in at 5'3", it's number 1 mom. She switched to Xfinity and got the all-new 3-for-1 bundle. Unlimited internet, streaming, and Xfinity Mobile. All for what you could pay wireless companies for just one 5G unlimited line. Boom! Shakalaka! That's why they call her the Master of Moolah, the Sultan of Savings, the Queen of Cash. And now, also with Xfinity Internet, you can get unlimited data, Wi-Fi equipment, and a free Flex 4K streaming box included with a 2-year rate guarantee and no term contract. All for just $30 per month when you add an Xfinity mobile plan at regular rates. Go to Xfinity.com/3-for-1 Xfinity or visit an Xfinity store today. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and autopay. New fast internet 300 megabits per second customers only. Xfinity Mobile requires post-pay Xfinity Internet. After 24 months, regular rates apply to all services and devices.
First Tire and Automotive has been putting your health and your car safety first for over 20 years. First Tire and Automotive stands for family, integrity, reliability, service, and trust. That's why Fort Bend families know take your vehicle to First Tire and Automotive first and forever. Check out the website for service and savings at firsttireandauto.com. Make your appointment today. With 4 great locations, Eldridge, First Colony, Greatwood, and now in Cinco Ranch, there is one around the corner from you. All 4 stores now open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
Zion Stevens leads off for Ridge Point in the bottom of the third, no score. First pitch from Stratton, swung on and missed. 90 miles an hour with that one. Stevens leading the Panthers in postseason walks. Stratton has not given up a hit, just 1 walk. Here's the 0-1. Stevens lines it to short center field, and it drops in for a hit, just over the outstretched glove of Novak. Attaboy Zion. Zion as in lion. His name sounds like heaven, but he's going to unleash hell at some point in these postseason playoffs. That's redundant, I know. The postseason playoffs part. He's going to go to Abilene Christian, but not before he plays his senior year next year for Ridge Point. And I have a feeling it's not going to take much more than a little duck snort to fall in here and there like that hit by Stevens, and he's going to catch fire. So he's at first to lead off the third inning. That's the first hit for Ridge Point, and now Mason Dossett. And talk about speed. If Dossett gets on and Stevens is also on, that is double trouble for the defense. Dossett against this flamethrower is near the front of the box, but he squares to bunt. And now Stratton looks back at first base, and Stevens goes back to the bag. Stratton looks over at Stevens. Both feet on the red cutout. He's taken a short lead, and Dossett fouls it back into the screen. It was quite the series of games of cornhole on Saturday afternoon. Actually, that was Monday afternoon, yeah. That was the backyard game of choice at a graduation party. Here's the 0-1. There goes Stevens. Swung on and missed. Throw down. Bounces in. Stevens is in there easily. Sliding head first. In the count now, 0-2 on Dossett, but Stevens is at second base. And that is his first stolen base attempt of the postseason. And obviously he's 1 for 1. So Dossett closes the stance, moves to the back of the batter's box. Ready for the 0-2. Stratton looks back at second. And I think he wanted to say something to his second baseman, Novak. Maybe he did. You don't see too many closed stances, and Dossett's stance is slightly closed. Pitch on the way. Goes down the right field line, but it's going to slice out of play. And a long, long run for all the kids in purple shirts. And now they're playing, the bigger kids are playing keep away from the little ones as they run the ball back. You don't get to keep the ball when it goes out of play at a high school game. Still 0-2 on Dossett. Stratton looks in for a long time, and Mason got tired of waiting. Mason had a home run during district play. That was on the hard-scrabble streets of Siena. Big lead by Stevens. No one covering the bag right now. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3. Dossett knew it. He'll head back to the dugout. There's one away. Now back to the top, and Justin Vossas, who hardly ever strikes out. In fact, I think the strikeout that he had in the first inning is his third of the playoffs. And if not for Southwest Airlines canceling a flight and me not being able to go home and print out my stats, I would know more about it in a data kind of way. But I know that Justin's a great hitter. First pitch swinging, high pop up near second base. Coming over Richardson, the shortstop. Long run. I guess he was 30 feet to the right of second when he finally made that catch. So now Stratton has retired Vasas twice. And there are 2 outs, and Parker Martin will have to do something if Zion Stevens is going to score the first run of this game. No score. Strake, Jesuit, and Ridgepoint. First game of the 3-game series. The winner of the series goes to Round Rock for the state semifinals on Friday. And if it's Ridgepoint that goes, VypeFortBend.com will be there. Parker Martin takes outside. Parker's a junior. His older brother Tyler is a senior on the varsity roster for the Panthers. He lined out to left field his first time. There's a hard ground ball, but it's right at the second baseman, Novak, and he makes the throw over. And so no harm done, no runs on one hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We will proceed to the top of the 4th. 0-0, Ridgepoint and Strake Jesuit on VypeFortBend.com.
Coming in at 5'3", it's number 1 mom. She switched to Xfinity and got the all-new 3-for-1 bundle. Unlimited internet, streaming, and Xfinity Mobile. All for what you could pay wireless companies for just one 5G unlimited line. Boom! Shakalaka! That's why they call her the Master of Moolah, the Sultan of Savings, the Queen of Cash. And now, also with Xfinity Internet, you can get unlimited data, Wi-Fi equipment, and a free Flex 4K streaming box included with a 2-year rate guarantee and no term contract. All for just $30 per month when you add an Xfinity mobile plan at regular rates. Go to Xfinity.com/3-for-1, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit an Xfinity store today. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and autopay. New fast internet 300 megabits per second customers only. Xfinity Mobile requires post-pay Xfinity Internet. After 24 months, regular rates apply to all services and devices.
First Tire and Automotive has been putting your health and your car safety first for over 20 years. First Tire and Automotive stands for family, integrity, reliability, service, and trust. That's why Fort Bend families know. Take your vehicle to First Tire and Automotive first and forever. Check out the website for service and savings at firsttireandauto.com. Make your appointment today. With 4 great locations, Eldridge, First Colony, Greatwood, and now in Cinco Ranch, there's one around the corner from you. All 4 stores now open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
We thank Craig and Nancy Pope of First Tire and Automotive. They've been huge supporters of youth sports in Fort Bend. They've also supported Strake Jesuit, since many Fort Bend families send their boys to Strake. So we just appreciate their support. And Strake Jesuit fans who may be listening, I will freely admit that we are Fort Bend centered when we do these broadcasts, but we honor every school, especially one like Strake. And here we go, starting the 4th. The first pitch from Kellen Gradisar to Cade Barron just misses the outside corner, ball 1. Barron reached on an error and got to second. And that was in the second inning to lead off the second. The second pitch to him is outside, and Gradisar has fallen behind 2-0. Gradis the ball 330 feet from home plate. Barron ready for the 2-2. Another ground ball, but this time it is fair. Parker Martin, long throw to Vlasic, right on target, and gets his man. And Vlasic with a throw to Vasas as they were whipping the ball around the horn, threw it a little too high and it went to left field, and that brings a little chattiness of derision from the Strake Jesuit fans, but it's all in good fun, and it doesn't do any harm for the Ridgepoint Panthers. Score that one 5-3 as Parker Martin threw out Cade Barron. Now it's Chris Novak. First pitch swinging, foul on the ground on the left side. Novak lined out to center fielder Mason Dossett in the second inning. Righty hitter, open stance, late swing, and it goes foul on the ground. It was one of those where he saw the pitch wasn't coming in very fast. It was 69 miles an hour and took a late swing and just flicked it foul, but not much on it. But he's down 0-2. Gradisar brings it. Over but low. Outside corner, painted it nicely, but he painted it below the threshold, if you know what I mean. 1-2. Swing, slow roller toward third. Martin picks it up on 3 hops, double clutches and throws late. He did everything he could, but that's an infield hit by Novak. You know, one of the things that I have not confirmed this, okay, but it just seems to be logical to think that Coach Welch was preferring that they play this series on a grass field, but I think that Friendswood called it, you know, like kids calling sitting shotgun or something. And so this was the field available, and there's a pickoff try. It's close, but Novak gets back in. So Strake Jesuit has a field turf surface at its home park, but I'll tell you in a second. Down and in, Kennett, nice block as Gradisar works to Jack Magnus, the DH. So the Strake Jesuit field turf is a little bit spongier and the blades are longer. Here at the U of H, it's a harder surface and the blades are shorter. So in my opinion, it's a much faster surface. So the fact that Ridgepoint just played 3 games on it last week in their series against Pearland, I don't think it's a disadvantage to be here. Swing and a foul ball on the right side is going to reach the seats maybe. Actually goes just beyond the edge of the seats. And it's 1-1 on Magnus, who grounded out to third in the second inning. If he gets on, it'll be Harrison Aquero. Gradisar comes set. Another throw over, but back in is Novak. Novak has both of his feet on the scarlet turf. There he goes, and it's a ground ball toward Martin. He's going to have to go to first with this. It's in time to get the out, and Novak advances to second. Parker Martin's been busy over there. That's the second out. Runner in scoring position now for Aquero, who walked in the second. Here's the 0-1. And that's lofted golf toward right field. Owen Ferris put his hands up like he couldn't find it, but he couldn't fool anyone. He was reading it all the way. All right, so that retires the side. Strake Jesuit comes up with no runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left on base. And we will move on to the bottom of the 4th inning. It gets late early around here. The sun is still not even down. And we're into the bottom of the 4th. We'll be right back.
First Tire and Automotive has been putting your health and your car safety first for over 20 years. First Tire and Automotive stands for family, integrity, reliability, service, and trust. That's why Fort Bend families know take your vehicle to First Tire and Automotive first and forever. Check out the website for service and savings at firsttireandauto.com. Make your appointment today. With 4 great locations, Eldridge, First Colony, Greatwood, and now in Cinco Ranch, there's one around the corner from you. All 4 stores now open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
I'd like to thank my son Wesley Smith for his, I'm going to say, very aggressive yet precision driving, high performance driving from Bush Intercontinental Airport here to the University of Houston. Got me here in time for this game. Now Carter Groen leads off for Ridge Point at the bottom of the fourth. First pitch swinging, and it's a hard ground ball. I think it hit someone from Strake in the face. Or maybe it hit him in the hands that were covering his face. I see a lot of smiles down there, so I guess everything's okay, but Carter did smash that. And thumbs up to everybody in the ballpark. Everybody's okay, but that could have been serious. Somebody who was once handsome might have become something else. And that is crushed toward left field. Growing, and it goes to die in the glove of Sulo. Oh, my goodness. And I got to confess, I did that once during the series against Pearland, where I thought Carter had hit it harder than he did. That one obviously had a little bit of topspin on it, but man, it jumped. But a great catch there. And you know, Sulo, let's give him some style points out there in left field. He didn't catch it the easy way. He made a sliding catch. Travis Vlasic now takes the first pitch from Stratton. I think you can tell by the reaction of the fans that I wasn't the only one. 1-0 to Vlasic. Up and in, ball 2. He had to lean back like a limbo dancer for that one. There was no limbo dancing at the Sunday or Monday graduation parties that I know of. I might have left before it started. Stratton, totally in the shade, brings it, and that catches the inside corner. I don't know if Travis Vlasic thought so, but he's still ahead in the count. It's 2-1. J.J. Kennett waiting to bat next. There's a ground ball, and it's off of Stratton's foot. Vlasic is going to be safe. That's a single for Travis Vlasic, and now I think maybe a trainer needs to come out of the Strake Jesuit dugout and make sure that Stratton is okay, and he's waving everybody off. He says, I'm all right. It ricocheted toward the gap between the third baseman Pellegrino and Richardson, the shortstop. And Vlasic had it made as soon as it started, pinballing in that direction. All right, J.J. Kennett walked, and the courtesy runner for him, Blake Ryan, stole a base. That was in the second. There's a quick throw over, and Vlasic gets back. All right, no more overreacting to balls hit deep to left field. Okay. That other one didn't even reach the warning track. I have to tell you the whole truth. And now Kennett has asked for time. You know, that's something that home plate umpire Kevin Ellis does. He lets you know who called time, and that's good to know sometimes as Kennett fouls it off back and to the right. Hits are even at 2, but nobody has put a run on the board. Kennett ready. Looks at a pitch upstairs. A changeup at 79. And for Stratton, 79 is slow. Maybe that was his curve and it just didn't have a big snap on it that time. Pitch coming. Kennett swings. A nice rip, but he fouls it out of play to the right. And the sun has just about set over out of our sight behind the third base stands. One, two. Kennett rips it, and it is a fair ball past third base. Here comes Vlasic. He's going to third. Sulo picking up the ball, and here comes Vlasic. They're going to wave him home. Here is the relay. He is saved. Ridge Point leads 1-0. It's an RBI double for J.J. Kennett. Score it 5-3, and now with 2 away, unfortunately, a sacrifice fly is not possible now, so Will Baker will have to reach base safely somehow. Stratton brings it to the lefty. First pitch swinging, and it goes to the right and just missed the roof. Ridgepoint has just broken out on top on a one-run double by J.J. Kennett. It scored Travis Vlasic. Baker grounded out to shortstop his first time. Pitch on the way. Outside corner, strike, and Will Baker is down 0-2. Baker digs in, righty to lefty, and he fouls it back, and it hits the top of the screen behind home plate. Another thing about playing at the University of Houston is the backstop is far enough away from home plate that if you do happen to have a passed ball or a wild pitch with a runner at third, that runner is almost always going to score. It's a padded wall, and it doesn't bounce back hard. And now Stratton steps off. I think Will Baker was trying to mess up his timing, and he asked if he could step out. And umpire Kevin Ellis said, yes, you can. Here's the 0-2. Called strike 3, and that'll do it for Ridgepoint in the bottom of the fourth. However, they get one run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We'll go to the 5th. Ridgepoint 1, Strake Jesuit 0. This is VypeFortBend.com.
Coming in at 5'3", it's number 1 mom. She switched to Xfinity and got the all-new 3-for-1 bundle. Unlimited internet, streaming, and Xfinity Mobile. All for what you could pay wireless companies for just one 5G unlimited line. Boom! Shakalaka! That's why they call her the Master of Moolah, the Sultan of Savings, the Queen of Cash. And now, also with Xfinity Internet, you can get unlimited data, Wi-Fi equipment, and a free Flex 4K streaming box included with a 2-year rate guarantee and no term contract. All for just $30 per month when you add an Xfinity mobile plan at regular rates. Go to Xfinity.com/3-for-1, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit an Xfinity store today. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and autopay. New fast internet 300 megabits per second customers only. Xfinity Mobile requires post-pay Xfinity Internet. After 24 months, regular rates apply to all services and devices.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stavanaugh with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
Nick Sulo leads off. First pitch swinging. It's into right field, but right there is Owen. By the way, just want to let some of you know, you might have experienced a little bit of trouble in transmission where we drop off for a moment here and there. And usually in-house Wi-Fi works very well, but thus far for us, there have been some issues. So if you hear a little bit of silence, it means that my producer, Rosie Vega, has told me that we need to switch over to a different Wi-Fi source. So if you lose us for a moment, just know that we're going to get it corrected, hopefully in a permanent way. All right, here we go. Back to the game. After Sulo flied out to Ferris in right field, now it is Matt Evans, the catcher. He struck out looking in the 3rd. Next pitch from Gradisar. Swung on and fouled back into the right. The count 1-1 after Evans took the first pitch for a ball. All right, Rosie Vega says go ahead and switch, so I'm going to go ahead and switch. Okay, we have made the switch, and hopefully that is better for you. After the first two had made an out, at the top of the order, Clay Richardson gets an infield hit. So because I was working with those technical problems, I don't know if Matt Evans put the ball in play or if he struck out. I'm not sure. I can go back and look at that later. But right now, Clay Richardson is at first base after getting the infield hit, and now it's Trey Duffield. Big right-handed hitter, late throw over, very close, but Richardson dived back in. Duffield is 1 for 2, got a single in the third. Ridgepoint protecting a 1-0 lead. Hits are even in the game at 3. Gradisar, a little quick throw over. Again, the pickoff try is close. Rosie, how does that sound? I had to send a talk to text. All right, here's the pitch. Grounded foul on the left side. The thing about Gradisar, he's not an overpowering pitcher. He can't, or at least I haven't seen him throw 90 the way Stratton does. And that's why so many pitches have been bounced off the front of the Strake Jesuit dugout by right-handed Strake Jesuit hitters. That's the dugout on the third base side. But there's a late throw over, and again, diving back in is Richardson. Duffield ready. Gradisar still looking over there, now pitches and catches the inside corner. It's 0-2. Oh, he painted the corner beautifully. That was a beauty. Strake Jesuit, of course, is a school with an all-male student body, but of course not too far away is St. Agnes, a Catholic high school for girls. So a lot of those students are over here at the ball game rooting for Strake. They're kind of a, brother-sister schools. There was another throw over by Gradisar, and it wasn't that close, but Vlasic did a great job of making sure the ball didn't bounce into foul ground. There goes the runner, pitches, ball, and out at second base! Oh, a beautiful throw by Kennett, but Richardson can't believe it. I think he might have a beef. All right, there's going to be a discussion between Coach Garcia-Ramo and the umpires. It's not going to last very long because he doesn't want to say anything that he'll regret. He is headed back to the dugout. I don't know that Zion Stevens could have made the tag on a play such as that. The ball had bounced, I guess it was about 3 or 4 feet to the right of the bag, and he was kind of falling backwards as he made the catch, and it was a great catch for sure. But the problem is that, when your body is falling backward and you're catching a ball that was thrown very hard, as that one was by J.J. Kennett, it's hard to reroute your arm and move it forward and make a tag on a runner who is in front of you. All right, we'll take a break and be back on VypeFortBend.com. It is still 1-0 Ridgepoint as we go to the bottom of the 5th.
You are the master of the multitask, the champion of making it happen. Taking care of business is not for the faint of heart. Still, you take care of it. Taking care of business. But who takes care of you? Office Depot Office Max. We supply you, copy you, and tune you up. Members get 2% back in rewards on everything, and we mean everything. We take care of you, so you can take care of business. Office Depot Office Max. Taking care of business.
We want to thank the folks at Office Depot, Southwest Freeway at Williams Trace in Sugar Land. They've been taking care of business every day so we can bring you Fort Bend County sports every week. And we've brought you 3, 4, and sometimes 5 games involving Fort Bend ISD plus Foster and Fulshire. Zion Stevens, who got a hit his last time up, standing in there for Ridgepoint, and he takes ball 1 from Stratton. I've kind of wondered why we haven't seen Zion try to bunt for a base hit. He swings, and that is foul outside of third base. The count now 1-1. And not a lot of people know this, but Ridgepoint is purple because of Abilene Christian, the school to which Zion Stevens is committed to start attending in the fall of 2023. I'll tell you how in a moment. The 1-1 pitch to Zion. Here it comes. Downstairs for a ball. It's 2-1. So Terry Priest was a wonderful, outstanding assistant athletic director for Fort Bend ISD after many years as a head basketball coach at McCullough / the Woodlands. There's a hard ground ball to shortstop. That'll be an easy play in time to get Stevens on the throw by Richardson. And there's one away. So Terry Priest, what a wonderful, wonderful man. He died in 2021, I believe. And he was just a great coach, so gregarious, a fantastic leader, and went to Abilene Christian. And Ridgepoint is the newest of the high schools that is open. And we didn't have a purple school, so that was the choice. And it was because of the Abilene Christian background of Terry Priest. The count is 1-0 on Mason Dossett. Dossett struck out looking. That came in the third. Ridgepoint leads the game 1-0. That is low for a ball, 2-0. Dossett crowding the plate from the right-handed box. Stratton with a long look in, brings it downstairs at 91 miles an hour. Right over the middle of the plate, but low. We'll be back here tomorrow night, 6:40 batter up show. Dossett backs away from that one, and it is ball 4. A 4-pitch walk to the number 9 hitter. And Mason Dossett, if you've ever seen him carry the football, he has speed. He's like Mickey Goldmill, Rocky's old trainer. He's like greased lightning. That was from Rocky 2. You know, when Mickey made Rocky chew, he had to chase the chicken. There's a throw over, and Dossett dives back in as Justin Vasa stands in. He's 0 for 2. And in the third inning, he swung at the first pitch and popped it up to the shortstop, Richardson. Dossett taking a modest lead over there. Here's the pitch. Big rip by Vasas, but it goes out of play to the right side and rattles into a tree. So I remember Mickey told Rocky if he there's another throw over, nothing doing. If Rocky chased the little chicken, then he'd be faster. You'd be like greased lightning. And he said, I feel like a Kentucky Fried Idiot. Here's the 0-1. There goes Dossett. Pitch is high for a ball. Throw is high. Dossett in there. Stolen base. And what could be a crucial potential run is in scoring position for the Panthers. 1-1 now after that high pitch to Vasas. Stratton looks back at Dossett. Nobody's covering second. Pitch to Vasas. Curveball in there for a strike. Top of the zone, 78 miles an hour. Beautiful evening falling here at the U of H. You have some wispy pink clouds beyond the outfield fence, but straight above it is not a cloud in the sky.
Let's go, Justin!
Let's go, Justin, indeed. The 1-2 is grounded into center field for a base hit. Here comes Dossett around third. They're going to wave him home. Long throw from center field is off target. Dossett scores, and Ridgepoint leads it 2-0. Justin Vasas now 1 for 3, but with a huge RBI. He ends up at second on the throw home. And Duffield showed what a great arm he has in center field, but it was off on the first base side of home plate. And Dossett didn't really need to, but he slid. Now here's Parker Martin. Stratton looks in, gets the sign from Evans, looks back at second. First pitch swinging, and it's a one-hopper to the shortstop. And Richardson throws him out. But on the play, Vossett moves to third. Two away, and now Carter Groen. And I promise, no overreactions unless I just keep see the ball keep carrying and climbing. But he did give it quite a ride when he came up in the fourth.
Let's go, Groen!
But it just ended up being a harmless fly ball out to Sulo in left field. 2-0 Ridgepoint. They've added a run this inning. They'd like to add at least one more. Pitch to Groen. Inside corner strike. Carter didn't think so. 6:40 p.m. tomorrow night, batter up show preceding Game 2, no matter how this one goes tonight. Stratton looks over at Vasas, brings it. Groen hits it hard, but it's foul wide of third. In fact, it was wide of Coach Clinton Welch over in the third base box. Two great coaches in this series, Raul Garcia Ramo of Strake Jesuit and Clinton Welch of Ridgepoint. Vasas likes to dance around and distract the pitcher when he's leading off of third. Here's the 0-2, and throwing the bat at the ball. It's a soft pop-up behind second base, and there is Novak to make the play. So Ridgepoint gets one run on two hits. Correction, one run on one hit because it was Dossett walking to get on base. So one run on one hit, no errors, and one man left on base. We'll continue to the top of the sixth. Ridgepoint 2, Strake Jesuit nothing.
Coming in at 5'3", it's number one mom. She switched to Xfinity and got the all-new 3-for-1 bundle. Unlimited internet, streaming, and Xfinity Mobile. All for what you could pay wireless companies for just one 5G unlimited line. Boom! Shakalaka! That's why they call her the Master of Moolah, the Sultan of Savings, the Queen of Cash. And now, also with Xfinity Internet, you can get unlimited data, Wi-Fi equipment, and a free Flex 4K streaming box included with a 2-year rate guarantee and no term contract. All for just $30 per month when you add an Xfinity mobile plan at regular rates. Go to Xfinity.com/3-for-1, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit an Xfinity store today. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and autopay. New fast internet 300 megabits per second customers only. Xfinity Mobile requires post-pay Xfinity Internet. After 24 months, regular rates apply to all services and devices.
All right, Duffield leads off for Strake Jesuit. And he was in the batter's box when there was the caught stealing on Clay Richardson. And Coach Raul Garcia Ramo didn't like the call at second base one bit. Duffield ready. First pitch. Curveball misses the outside corner. 70 miles an hour from Gradisar, and it's 1-0. Duffield to be followed by Shane Pellegrino and Cade Barron. Here's the 1-0. Ground ball towards second. Stevens backs up a little bit. Easy throw over to Vlasic. Quickly, one out in the Strake Jesuit sixth. Shane Pellegrino is 0 for 2. He hit a line drive in the first. And that was caught by Vlasic to end the inning. And then he flied one to center field. Here's the pitch. And that got away from Gradisar. It rolled all the way to the backstop. J.J. Kennett, who even on a very warm evening always seems to have a lot of energy, bounces over from behind home plate and picks up the ball in foul ground. The 1-0 to Pellegrino. Late swing. Parker Martin, two-hopper at third. Fires it. Got him. 2 away. Now Cade Barron with 2 outs and the bases empty. Barron reached on an error in the second, and he singled in the fourth, so officially 1 for 2. Oh, correction. He's actually 0 for 2. It was Novak who singled in the fourth. Here's a strike taken by Barron. Gradisar trying to keep everything clean right here. Just missed the inside corner. Might have been a little bit low with that one, and it's 1-1 on Cade Barron. Here's a curveball, and that was over, but it was low, and it's 2-1. Here's a pitch upstairs, and the count is now 3-1. Gradisar doesn't want to think about it too long. Brings the 3-1, and it's down for a ball. That breaks a string of 7 straight Crusaders that Kellen Gradisar had retired. And in the game, that is just the second walk for Gradisar. And we have a courtesy runner coming in. Running for Barron is Vernon Clay, the same guy who sprinted down to the left field corner to pick up a foul ball. And Chris Novak stands in, and Novak is 1 for 2. He got that single in the fourth after lining to center field when he came up in the second. So he's been hitting the ball pretty hard. Gradisar looks over there, brings it, strike at the knees. Right down Cullen Boulevard, 0-1 on Chris Novak. Before the 0-1 pitch, a throw over, and Clay dives back in. Diving in head first, and he's got that big old oven mitt protector on his left hand. Here comes the 0-1 outside, and it's 1-1 now on Novak. Before my time, but there was this really actress named Kim Novak. I guess in the 50s and 60s. There's another throw over, and Clay is back in. Clay takes his lead. Novak digs in. Gradisar brings it, and it's up the middle. Backhanded by Gradisar. He dropped it for a moment, but throws over to first base. And that was a beautiful play, almost as good as the one Brian Abreu of the Astros made, I think it was 2 nights ago. So, for Strake Jesuit in the top of the 6th. No runs on no hits, no errors, 1 man left on base. And we will proceed to the bottom of the 6th. Ridge Point leading Strake Jesuit 2-0. This is VypeFortBend.com.
First Tire and Automotive has been putting your health and your car safety first for over 20 years. First Tire and Automotive stands for family, integrity, reliability, service, and trust. That's why Fort Bend families know take your vehicle to First Tire and Automotive first and forever. Check out the website for service and savings at firsttireandauto.com. Make your appointment today. With 4 great locations, Eldridge, First Colony, Greatwood, and now in Cinco Ranch, there's one around the corner from you. All 4 stores stores now open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
We want to thank Craig and Nancy Pope of First Tire and Automotive. They've been great sponsors for us, and another year of great support. And they're huge supporters of youth sports. They're friends of people in Fort Bend, and of course, many families that have sent their boys to Strake Jesuit. Travis Vlasic leads off for Ridge Point in the bottom of the sixth. The Panthers on top 2-0. They've out-hit Strake Jesuit, according to the scoreboard, 4-3. Stratton brings it. Vlasic hits a slow roller, and it is Richardson, the shortstop, whose throw bounces in and gets away. Safe at first is Vlasic. And I think we got to give a hit there. It was so slowly hit, and the third baseman Pellegrino came in front, almost made the play on it, but it went under his glove. By the time Richardson got it, he really had to rush the throw. And Vlasic is being replaced by a courtesy runner, and this is the moment I've been waiting for. Jake Stratton is leading off of first. Meanwhile, on the mound, Garrett Stratton. We'll see if Stratton will try to pick off Stratton. As J.J. Kennett steps in, he's walked and doubled. His double drove in the first run of the game. Ridge Point leads it 2-0. There's a throw over, and Stratton dives back in. Stratton takes the return throw. Stratton taking a medium-sized lead, and Stratton almost caught Stratton leaning the wrong way. Made a quick throw over there, but he was safe. He's Stratton. Kennett ready. Here's the pitch, and he slices it foul into the darkness on the right. And the guy who writes tickets to those who park in the lot that is reserved for those who make big donations to University of Houston Cougar Athletics was awakened by that foul ball. 0-1 on Kennett. Stratton comes set. There's another throw over, and Jake Stratton is going to get to second because the throw got away from the first baseman. So Barron did his best to make the catch, but he had to kind of reach over Jake Stratton, who was horizontal, diving back into the bag. So a runner in scoring position and a potential insurance run that, if it is scored, is brought to you by the Needville Insurance Agency. Call them 979-793-7411. They will save you hundreds, if not thousands, on your car insurance or your home insurance, or both. They're doing it for me. Kennett asks for time before he gets ready to deal with the 0-1 pitch. Jake Stratton has made it to second base. Garrett Stratton looks at him. Here's the 0-1. Kennett fouls that one to the right. On the roof, maybe? Not quite, just past it. Sorry about that. JJ takes a little visualizing swing, steps back into the box. 0-2 the count with nobody out and a runner at second. Here it comes. Called strike three, and there goes JJ back to the dugout. He knew it. That's the first out. And for Garrett strikeout, I guess you could call him that. For Garrett Stratton, It is strikeout number 6. Now it's Owen Ferris. Struck out and grounded to third. Stratton brings it. Curveball right down the middle at 78 miles an hour for strike 1. We'll have every game of this series, and if Ridgepoint advances to the state tournament, every game they play in Round Rock. Here's the 0-1 behind Ferris, and a beautiful catch by the catcher, Evans. He had to kind of elevate himself, but he didn't have time to stand up completely, but he reached back, reached high and behind the head of Ferris and caught that pitch on the fly. 1-1 the count. And that hits Ferris on the arm. And they're going to say stay in the box. They're going to say he swung. And it's not a hit by pitch. It's just a strike. 1-1. And you know what? I don't think the Ridgepoint fans are going to argue about that. They are not arguing, that at least not that I can hear, and nor should they be, because they've had a couple of calls go their way. Don't look a gift horse in the protective mask, if you know what I mean. Here's the 1-2. Ferris lifts one to center field, but that'll be an easy play for Duffield. Running in and grabbing it. Stratton has to stay at second. And there are 2 outs. That was a sinking liner, but Duffield broke on it quickly. And now Will Baker, 0 for 2, looking for his first hit in tonight's game. His brother Jack was a star on the 2019 team that went to the state finals. That team clinched its regional championship right here on this very turf against Kingwood in a 2-game sweep. But that was then, and this is now. Stratton ready to bring it to Baker. Here it comes. Strike on the outside corner. Not quite an eye roll, but a little twitch of the head by Will that says, well, I don't know. But in any case, it's 0-1. Stratton brings it, and that is over, but it's low. 1-1 is the count. I think maybe Will Baker and Jake Stratton were perhaps cornhole partners on Monday, but I'm not sure, at the graduation party. Neither is a senior. And Stratton, before he brings the pitch, turns around and looks at second, but no throw. Ridgepoint leading it 2-0. They'd really like to put a third run up. 2 outs, and Stratton, Jake Stratton is at second, and Baker lifts one to left center field. It is down. Here comes Stratton around third. He will score easily. It was softly hit, and Duffield didn't get the ball until it was too late to do anything but just bring it into second. Will Baker with an RBI single makes it 3-0. And like Roberta Flack, Ridgepoint is just killing them softly. Single runs in the 4th, 5th, and now the 6th. And now Zion Stevens, who has a hit tonight. He's 1 for 2. 2 for 3 would certainly look good to him, or good for him in the scorebook. 2 for 3. That's what Judge Smales would say. Someone with a lot of spirit and purple hair is on the front row making a lot of noise. Stevens takes the first pitch for a ball. You know, I think before I got my 2 hot dogs before this game, I think that student with the purple hair, I think she was buying her own gourmet meal. They make good stuff at the concession stands here at the U of H. Stevens ready. There goes Baker, and it's a pitch out. And wait a minute, did Stevens call time? I guess he did. That's a shame. But that's why Stratton threw a lollipop pitch, because time had been called. It's a shame. Baker had a good jump. 0-1 is the count, and here's the real pitch. No, it's the real pickoff throw. Baker scrambles back. I see a lot of news cameras here. We're going to get some coverage. There goes Baker. The 0-1 is low, and the throw is nowhere near second base. Will Baker has stolen second. He's in scoring position for Stevens, and the count is 1-1. Ridgepoint has been very judicious. That means they haven't stolen that many bases. But tonight they have gotten the running game going. But it's 0-2 on Stevens. That pitch was a strike. I can't believe it. Here's the 0-2. That does bounce in. I saw that with my own two eyes, just like I thought I saw a ball the first time. And, you know, Coach umpire Kevin Ellis, if he notices that the scoreboard is wrong, he will hold up fingers. So he's not doing that wrong. He's not doing that right now. So I would assume the scoreboard is right, and it is 1-2. Stevens wants time, steps out. Will Baker, a fast runner, coming off a second. The Panthers would love a fourth run. They've out-hit Strake Jesuit 6-3. Here's the pitch. And that is outside, blocked nicely by Evans. The Strake catcher doing a great job behind the dish. And the count is 2-2. That was a 79-mile-an-hour curveball, and those can take a high hop, so Evans, playing the role of a goalie. We're in the middle of the Stanley Cup, I guess the Western Conference Finals in the NHL. Evans making like a goalie. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed. Down goes Stevens, and that will do it for Ridgepoint in the bottom of the sixth. However, they get a run on 2 hits. No errors and 1 man left on. Top of the 7th coming up, and for Strake Jesuit, it's the 6, 7, and 8 hitters due. Jack Magnus, Harrison Aquero, and Nick Sulo will return on VypeFortBend.com.
Coming in at 5'3", it's number 1 mom. She switched to Xfinity and got the all-new 3-for-1 bundle. Unlimited internet, streaming, and Xfinity Mobile. All for what you could pay wireless companies for just one 5G unlimited line. Boom! Shakalaka! That's why they call her the Master of Moolah, the Sultan of Savings, the Queen of Cash. And now, also with Xfinity Internet, you can get unlimited data, Wi-Fi equipment, and a free Flex 4K streaming box included with a 2-year rate guarantee and no term contract. All for just $30 per month when you add an Xfinity mobile plan at regular rates. Go to Xfinity.com/3-for-1, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit an Xfinity store today. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and autopay. New fast internet 300 megabits per second customers only. Xfinity Mobile requires post-pay Xfinity Internet. After 24 months, regular rates apply to all services and devices.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Texas. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Don't miss the UIL Baseball State Championship starting Wednesday, June 8th at UFCU Dishfalk Field in Austin and Dell Diamond in Round Rock. Ticket information and more can be found at uiltexas.org. We're into the top of the 7th. Curveball, called strike, and it's 0-2 as Kellen Gradisar works to Jack Magnus. Jack is 0 for 2. He's near the front of the box. Bats with a glove on the left hand, but none on the right. Swings and misses at a 67-mile-an-hour slow curve. It baffled him, and down he goes. Man, that Kellen Gradisar has been money. He's in position to get his 5th straight win in the playoffs. In his 6 innings, he's given up 2 hits, throwing shutout baseball. That's his 4th strikeout, and he's only walked 2. And the first pitch to Harrison Aquero is in there for a strike. Righty working to righty. Gradisar rocks and fires. Breaking ball caught the inside corner, and I don't think Aquero agrees. If it was truly a strike, it kind of got in the back door there. Here's the 0-2. Way outside. I guess I used the wrong terminology. It can't go in the back door to a right-handed hitter if it's on the inside corner. But it was headed toward being a ball before it broke at the last instant. Up and in, called 3rd strike. And Aquero knows that was a strike because he bopped himself on the head going back to the dugout. And now it is Nick Sulo, the number 8 hitter, and he is the last hope for Strake Jesuit in Game 1. Gradisar working on a gym. Here's the pitch to Sulo, and it's way upstairs. 65 miles an hour on that changeup. Gradisar rocks and brings it. Fouled out of play. 1-1. Gradisar has thrown only 89 pitches to this point. Getting a win is huge, of course, but getting a complete game is so helpful. The 1-1 pitch is fouled into the darkness on the right, and now Strake Jesuit is down to its final strike. Ridge Point fans getting to their feet. They want to go home and rest up for Game 2 tomorrow night. Here's the 1-2. And it's in the air. Vlasic going back. Stevens out. Stevens calling for it. In foul ground. Makes the catch. And that is the ball game. Ridge Point wins it by a score of 3-0. Pretty neat and pretty tidy. We'll be back with the totals, wrap this one up, and talk a little bit about tomorrow night when we return. This is VypeFortBend.com.
Hello, I'm Gary Horn with Horn Solutions. We agree with energy analysts that the energy market has stabilized. We anticipate significant merger and acquisition activity. Good resources are scarce. Horn Solutions is positioned to assist you in accounting, finance, IT, and supply chain. Our staff can assist you with outsourcing, or we can supply you with resources to join your staff. Visit hornsolutions.net for details.
Gary Horn is a highly successful businessman who has made a huge impact in people's lives, and he loves what he does for a living. That's a big reason why Gary Horn and Horn Solutions support Get a Great Gig. Get a Great Gig is a free job search consultation service that will help you find a job you love, whether it's to make more money or get personal fulfillment in the career of your choice. Email them at getagreatgig@gmail.com or on Twitter at getgreatgigs.
Coming in at 5'3", it's number 1 mom. She switched to Xfinity and got the all-new 3-for-1 bundle. Unlimited internet, streaming, and Xfinity Mobile. All for what you could pay wireless companies for just one 5G unlimited line. Boom! Shakalaka! That's why they call her the Master of Moolah, the Sultan of Savings, the Queen of Cash. And now, also with Xfinity Internet, you can get unlimited data, Wi-Fi equipment, and a free Flex 4K streaming box included with a 2-year rate guarantee and no term contract. All for just $30 per month when you add an Xfinity mobile plan at regular rates. Go to Xfinity.com/3-for-1, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit an Xfinity store today. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and autopay. New fast internet 300 megabits per second customers only. Xfinity Mobile requires post-pay Xfinity Internet. After 24 months, regular rates apply to all services and devices.
First Tire and Automotive has been putting your health and your car safety first for over 20 years. First Tire and Automotive stands for family, integrity, reliability, service, and trust. That's why Fort Bend families know take your vehicle to First Tire and Automotive first and forever. Check out the website for service and savings at firsttireandauto.com. Make your appointment today. With 4 great locations, Eldridge, First Colony, Greatwood, and now in Cinco Ranch, there is one around the corner from you. All 4 stores now open on Saturday. firsttireandauto.com.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stavanaugh with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
Welcome back to the University of Houston, where the game ended pretty quickly. So here are your totals for Strake Jesuit. No runs on 3 hits. The Crusaders committed 1 error. And one thing I forgot to check on was left on base. They left 5 runners on base. Ridgepoint with 3 runs on 6 hits. The Panthers made 1 error, and they also left 5 runners on base. The winning pitcher tonight, Kellen Gradisar. Man, he's been money. He improves to 5-0 in the postseason. He pitches the complete game and gives up only 2 hits and throws shutout baseball. Garrett Stratton pitched a very good game for the Strake Jesuit Crusaders, but unfortunately for him and the folks from Strake, Gradisar was a little bit better. Stratton in 6 innings gave up 6 hits and 3 runs. 2 of those were earned, but he struck out 7, only walked a couple. So Stratton, a good pitching performance, but Ridgepoint was very timely with its hitting. So Justin Vasas went 1 for 3. He got an RBI. J.J. Kennett had the only extra base hit of the night for the Panthers. He was 1 for 2 with an RBI, and his double drove home a run. And then you had Will Baker, 1 for 3, but he drove in a run when he got his hit. And so you had also the running game working. Ridgepoint has not been stealing a lot of bases in the playoffs. But tonight, Stevens, Dossett, Baker, and also Blaine Ryan all stole a base. And nobody was caught stealing for the Ridgepoint Panthers. And the Strake Jesuit Crusaders, I think it is fair to say that they don't think they were caught stealing. Although, officially, I guess they were. Clay Richardson was caught trying to steal second. It was a fine throw by Kennett, but the Strake Jesuit coaching staff was probably had a point when they said that he was not tagged. And they also were disappointed in one time when they thought they should have had one of their players get an infield hit crossing first base before there was a cover play. But the bottom line is that Ridgepoint has taken game 1, so they have 2 chances to win a second game and punch their ticket to go to Round Rock. We're so glad that you listened. And by the way, I wanted to point out the neat and tidy time of this game. Only 1 hour and 46 minutes because of the great pitching. So for everybody on the VypeFortBend.com team, Rosie Vega, Merle Bertrand, Suna Venkat, Bob McKay, Patrick Kinnick, and everyone who's been a part of this one, I'm Roger Smith saying thank you so much for listening. We'll be back with you tomorrow night at 6:40 for the Batter Up Show on Friday night. Ridgepoint will be trying to close this series out in a sweep. Again, our final score, 3-0. Ridge Point defeats Strake Jesuit. Good night, everybody, from the U of H, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.